as you can see, our format is still being split up. That is because you did not send us a question. Jerks. Alright, so what we are doing is we are almost completely out of ideas, and so to avoid walking around Lancaster making sure that every statue isn't a weeping angel now that Caitlin's seen Blink, we're Music Friday-ing. For anybody that doesn't know, the biggest inspiration for this blog has been Eat Your Kimchi, which is run by two Canadians from Korea. It talks about Korean culture as well as Korean music. And we are now doing British music. It's gonna be great. British music is pretty similar to American music, except they like more dubstep-y things.
Alright, so the first British band that I will be talking about that basically put Britain on the map as a country that actually has music are the Beatles. The song that you just heard is I Am the Walrus. It was one of their later ones, and really weird. But not quite as weird as the Yellow Submarine. However, that isn't really important because the Beatles are forever. They just are. They're still extremely popular here. I mean, you saw in one of our previous videos we went to Liverpool, and Beatles are immortal. And they always will be.
Alright, and next up is another lady that needs no introduction. Adele. In case you've been living under a rock for about the past year and a half, Adele is amazing. She has pipes, and she's glamorous, and she was, well, not in James Bond, but she sung about James Bond, and it was great. She gives us deep emotions. It's beautiful.
The next band that is a little less well known, mainly because they're very new, is a girl group called Little Mix. It's in his DNA. It's in his DNA. And he just takes my breath away. Breath away. I feel it every day. And that's what makes a man not hard to understand. The song that we decided to showcase is their song DNA, which is my personal favorite of the songs of theirs that I've heard. They basically specialize in girl power anthems. I mean, it's a four-person band, they have great hair, great wardrobes, and are extremely talented. We can appreciate that. They're very, very cool.
Alright, and here we have a group that you've probably heard of, but probably don't know the extent of the awesome of Mumford & Sons.
Seal my heart and break my pride. I've nowhere to stand and now nowhere to hide. Align my heart, my body, my mind to face what I've done and do my time.
Alright, that song was Dust Bowl Dance and is one of the reasons why Mumford & Sons is probably the closest thing that I have to a favorite band. I think the biggest complaint I've heard about them is that they're very nostalgic sounding, but listen to the lyrics, people! It's modern and there's emotions and they give me a lot of feels.
So the next band that I'm going to be talking about is One Direction.
Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know you're beautiful.
The song that, well, you probably know the song, actually, and if you know anything about Stephen Colbert, you will know that it's a paradox. One Direction has basically the same reputation that they have here in Britain that they have in the US. Teen girls love them. One Direction! OMG! No.
And next up we have Justin Bieber?
What's a Bieber?
What's a Bieber?
As long as you love me. As long as you love me.
Obviously you will have heard of Justin Bieber by now. He's not British, he's Canadian. But all of the British girls kind of have secret crushes on Justin Bieber. We see a lot of Bieber things. I think he is still marketed at the same group as One Direction's, which is teen girls, but since he started getting older and started starring in music videos with girls his own age, the British ladies like him. I don't know.
And now, to introduce the man who beat the Bieber.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Op, 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 op. Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Op, 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 op. Oppan Gangnam Style.
So, I don't really even need to tell you the title of that song. Everybody knows it. It's played in a lot of clubs. I mean, it got put on American radio, so I guess I probably shouldn't be too surprised of its popularity in Britain, but it's kind of fun to go to a club and hear K-pop. Because I'm not weird about that at all.
Alright, and next up we have another British band bringing it back around. However, this one is kind of a cute dancer when you know K-pop.
And I wanna know, why does it feel so good but hurt so bad? My mind keeps saying run as fast as you can. I say I'm done, but then you pull me back. Oh, I swear you're giving me a heart attack. Troublemaker.
That was Troublemaker by Ollie Murs. It's a really catchy song, and I recommend you watch the video because Ollie Murs is probably the cutest little dancey stalker we've ever seen. And if you think that I'm being judgmental by saying that a music video where he continually runs into a girl is being stalkerish, I'm not talking about that. This song is stalking me! It follows me everywhere. It plays every time I go into the cafe and all the stores, and obviously it's stalking me. He is, however, a pretty good British artist, and I've heard a couple more of his songs, and they're really catchy and dancey and fun, and he's like Bieber for adults.
And unfortunately, due to vlog time constraints, that's all we have for today. Of course, obviously, it's not even close to being everything. I mean, we haven't even gotten to the remix DJs and even half the other artists that we've discovered. And we're really hoping that some of the artists, like Ollie Murs and Little Mix, will get to the US. Just because they're good artists, their music is fun, it's good dance stuff, and we really like it. A lot. So don't forget to like and favorite this video and subscribe if you want more Sip Your Tea action. And for crying out loud, send us a question, you jerks! Seriously! We're running out of ideas! We have schoolwork to do! And I don't think you really want to hear us talk about how we have no idea what we're going to do for our Shakespeare project, and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to hear about my creative nonfiction portfolio. Even if it is about Korea. Bye, guys.
Bye.